This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for November 5, 2022. And in the news for this evening, 2 men killed in reported confrontation with St. James police. 2 unidentified men were shot dead during a confrontation with members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in St. James on Friday night. Following the operation, 2 illegal firearms were also reportedly seized by the police. Reports are that the 2 men were killed about 10:30 p.m. during a confrontation with the police in the Dallas section of Glen Devon. Commander of the St. James Police Division, Senior Superintendent Vernon Ellis, is cautioning family members to urge gunmen to make use of the gun amnesty, which came into effect today. The parents and girlfriends of these young men who are playing around with illegal guns need to stand up and point out the new law that is coming relative to firearms and help to keep them out of trouble. If it is that they decide not to hear, then you would have done your best. As the security forces, we cannot relent and we will enforce the laws, SSP Ellis pleaded. The gun amnesty period is for persons to turn in illegal guns. I am appealing to the gunmen to take this seriously. As the parish continues its push to reduce the incidence of serious and violent crimes through Operation Relentless 2, the security forces are stepping up the intelligence-driven operations aimed at targeting criminal suspects in the parish, with over 120 illegal guns recovered since the start of the year, he added. Manchester crash victim dies 2 days before 20th birthday. Tomorrow, November 6, Mona Ann Forbes would have celebrated her 20th birthday. Instead, her family and friends will now have to plan her funeral after a traffic crash claimed her life on Friday. Forbes was one of 3 people killed in a 2-vehicle crash on the Melrose Hill Bypass in Manchester. The identities of 2 men who died in the crash have not yet been ascertained. 10 people were admitted at hospital and 3 others treated and released for injuries sustained in the crash. Forbes and the 2 men were passengers in a taxi. Police report that about 11 a.m., the taxi, a Toyota Wish motor car, was traveling up Melrose Hill Bypass towards Mandeville when a collision occurred with a Hyundai H1 minibus going in the opposite direction. A reliable source told the news that the minibus was transporting workers of a company contracted to do blasting on the U.S. $188 million May Penn to Williamsfield leg of Highway 2000. The workers were reportedly conducting a post-blast survey in the area. In May, traffic changes were made to the Melrose Hill Bypass, which is being incorporated into the highway project to accommodate only westbound traffic. Eastbound traffic was diverted to the older Melrose Hill Road. Drunken cop reportedly points a gun at hotel security guard in St. Anne. A police corporal was arrested after allegedly becoming intoxicated and pointing his service pistol at a security guard, among other persons, at a hotel in Runaway Bay, St. Anne on Friday. Information reaching the news is that the cop, who is assigned to the Major Investigation Division, was on the compound of the hotel in the afternoon drinking alcoholic beverages. It is alleged that he became inebriated and started to behave improperly before being confronted by a security officer. After being confronted by the security officer, the corporal reportedly pointed his gun at the guard and other persons. The security manager of the hotel reportedly then intervened, confiscated the cop's firearm, and summoned the Runaway Bay police. Upon the arrival of the police, the firearm was handed over to them, and the corporal handcuffed and taken to the Runaway Bay police station. It was unclear up to publication time if charges were laid against the cop. Spice is awake, sources say. Dancehall star Spice is reportedly alert and awake after a health scare in the Dominican Republic over the past few days. The last time I spoke to a member of the family on Friday, everyone sounded positive. No one sounded nervous or worried. They said that she was getting stronger each day. The family is asking for prayers at this time, a source close to the family told the news. The source did not reveal details of the ordeal. Rumors have been floating around the social media that the dancehall artist was in a coma following post-op surgery complications, a rumor which her booking agent Ray Alexander has since denied. As Spice's medical situation reportedly improved overnight, friends and the families have been rallying to her side or posting encouraging messages on Instagram. I am just glad that she is doing better. I spoke to her sister in New York, and she told me that she spoke to Spice and that she was having complications but doing much better, but she is not out of the woods yet. Her younger sister Gracie is still in the Dominican Republic, another source told the news. Spice's former spiritual advisor and friend RT Boss hopped on a plane to the Dominican Republic last night. He posted a heartfelt message on his Instagram minutes before he boarded the flight to the Spanish-speaking country. I know you are worried about this diagnosis, but you have always been a fighter. You're the bravest person I know, and you will get through this. I have faith in you, he wrote on Instagram. The Gaza-affiliated Instagram page Vibes Cartel News wrote, Gaza Nation, I want you to send your prayers out to Spice. She has recently been hospitalized. Dancehall artists such as The Angel, Pampute, and The Stylish also posted heartfelt messages and prayers for the Godong the singer. Spice had previously gone under the surgeon's knife to do cosmetic enhancement surgery. In November of 2020, she shared a photo of her new designer body to her Instagram page. Cosmetic surgery enhances appearance for non-medical reasons. Addressing physical features can bring a person closer to their ideal body image. The entertainer, whose given name is Grace Hamilton, is known for a slew of hit songs, including such as So Me Like It, Send It Up, Sheet, Indicator, Genie, Fight Over Man, and Ramping Shop featuring Vibes Cartel. The artist's latest album, Emancipated, debuted at number 7 on the Billboard Reggae Albums chart. Her debut album 10 was nominated for Best Reggae Album last year. In recent years, Spice has expanded her brand outside the confines of dancehall by co-starring in the VH1 reality series Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and championing her own clothing line, Gracie Noor. Curfew imposed in sections of Kingston Eastern. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of the Kingston Eastern Police Division. The security measure began at 8 p.m. on Friday, November 4, and will continue until 8 p.m. on Saturday, November 6. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows: south along St. Patrick Road from Oliver Road to Warika Road, east along Warika Road from St. Patrick Road, running along an imaginary line 40 meters north of the Pleasant Heights dirt track, west along Oliver Road from St. Patrick Road, extending along an imaginary line 40 meters north of the Pleasant Heights dirt track, north along an imaginary line running 40 meters north parallel to the Pleasant Heights dirt track. During the hours of the curfew, all persons are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized in writing by the ground commander. Road deaths climbed to 385 as of November 4, says RSU. Another 13 deaths during the week ending Friday, November 4, has pushed to 385 the number of people killed in motor vehicle crashes since the start of the year. This is according to the latest statistics revealed on Friday by the Road Safety Unit, which is located in the Ministry of Transport and Mining. The RSU said the deaths have resulted from 336 fatal collisions. A breakdown of the figures reveals that the top 3 categories with the highest number of fatalities are motorcyclists with 115, pedestrians with 79, and the passengers of private motor cars accounting for 55. A closer look at the statistics shows that 85% of the victims were male and 15% were female. So far, the main cause of fatalities was proceeding at excessive speed with no regard to road condition, according to the RSU. Traffic fatalities this year are now 96 fewer than 487 recorded in 2021, with nearly a full 2 months left in the year. Last year's figure was the highest ever recorded on the country's road network. In an effort to reduce road fatalities and to not match or surpass last year's figure, road users should exercise greater care on the roads, the RSU urges. Overall, fatal crashes have decreased by 4% while fatalities have decreased by 2% when compared with a similar period in 2021. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.